Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. The veteran Dustin Hopkins has this one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Now Jackson on 1st down. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 10 yards out. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 14, Browns nothing.
On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They run it again with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5.
A loss of 1.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was taken down by Brandon Delpit. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jackson now.
24-yard line.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Jackson steps away. This is caught. And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Jakeem Grant. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break in. You're like, yeah, Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Watson. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Chubb is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And that's going to be caught for Browns touchdown. Not Chubb from 4 yards out. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do.
It's a foot race. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. A final shot before the break. Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of 1st halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
2nd down and 8. Faking the give. Now Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw is Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the 13-yard line.
Coming left is Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. And quickly, they get to the line.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
Watson off play action. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1 yard line. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Back to throw now in his own end zone. And now Watson throws another interception. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.